Okay, we're going to talk about tracking shooters' rolls, including yours. Maybe you've often wondered, you see on some of the boards posting and so forth, a shooter, well, I was in a casino today and I had a 32 roll hand, or I had a 40 roll hand, or I had two 17 roll hands, and you wonder, well, how do they know how many rolls they have? There's a way you can track your rolls and everyone else's rolls, and it's kind of a fun thing to do, and it gives you something to do. I don't personally like to go to the table with a pad of paper and a pencil and write every roll down, okay? But what I like to do, and Pablo, my webmaster, he does this too. When we both go out, generally he's the one that does this. We don't both need to do it. So what we do is we put a chip in an empty rail, in an empty rack, and 6 chips designate the 6 different box numbers. Start over here, the 4, the 5, the 6, the 8, the 9, and the 10. Now as the numbers are hitting, say a 6 is rolled, you peel a chip back. So now you know the 6 has been hit. So now the 10 gets hit. So you pull this one back, the 10's been hit. So now the 6 is hit again. Put another dollar in there. So every chip that's back here, that means it's been hit once. If there's another chip in there, that means that number's been hit twice. So if you get into a situation where, say, there's the 9, it got hit again. If you see a red chip in there, so we've got a red chip there, that means that 6 has been hit 5 times. Now if you have a crap number, what I do is I put my crap numbers over here, and on come out naturals, I put them over here. That way you can count how many craps were thrown during that session, how many natural winners, 7s or 11s were thrown, and then you can get a count of how many numbers were thrown on the box numbers. Then at that point, when the hand is over, you can take your pad of paper and you can write down exactly how many rolls there were and save it for future if you would like. You can do that in a shooter. And this way you can see, if you don't want to get in the game right now, you want to see how the table's going, this is an excellent way to do it. Count the rolls, see which rolls, see what number's a signature number, see which one's a hot number. So if the guys are throwing inside numbers, you may want to start making some bets on the inside numbers. Kind of gives you a track, kind of gives you what's happening on this particular game. If you're doing this and you don't bet right away, so the guy establishes a point, say an 8, now all of a sudden he 7's out, okay, there's 2 rolls of the dice, bingo, you haven't even made a bet yet because you haven't seen which way the game is going. Statistically, there's 1 7 in every 6 rolls. That's the mathematics stats. We all know that. But typically, say over 10,000 rolls, half of your shooters aren't going to even get to 4. It's going to be like 3.74 rolls, and he's going to 7 out. So you may want to watch the shooters and keep track of them. So when you get to a certain point, you may want to enter this shooter's hand. So it gives you something to do. It's kind of fun. It looks a little funny though if you've got like 6 of you there and you're all doing this. So I recommend when Pablo and I are out, he likes to do it, so I just let him do it. When I'm with other students, I pick 1 or 2 of them, say a 1 on the right of the stick and 1 on the left of the stick to do it, so we can kind of see. And it's kind of interesting because, like, say Pablo's in the game before I get to the game, and all I have to do to see what's going on, look at his chips, and he's got different amounts of chips in his rack like this. And now I know what numbers have been hit, what numbers haven't been hit, and how much. So now that gives me good information. Now I can jump in on that shooter without, wondering what's going on. Now I know what's going on. Pablo, you have a question?
When you do this, when you're at the table, Coach, do you use it to determine going up on bets, pressing bets, how many?
Oh, absolutely. Here's how we do that. Okay, let's say that the 6 was hit. Okay, so now you got paid the first time. I always collect my money on the first hit. Now say it's hit again. That's when I'll press, because I'm pressing with the money that I'm going to receive. And how you press, you can either go up 1 unit, you can go up the whole, power press it, go up the whole thing, whatever's comfortable for you. So always bet within your comfort, press with, what you're comfortable with. You don't have to full press. Just go, if you want to be conservative, press a unit at a time. I'd rather not flat bet. This way here, when you can press and when you're going to collect. So every other one, you collect first, then press. Collect and then press. And that works out well. Just a quick story. We were in a game one time where one of our shooters was throwing the dice. He happened to have a 57 roll hand. And I did a couple come bets. And I'm looking at Pablo's configuration here, and I looked down and I had a 6 that had never been paid. He'd rolled 22 times and only hit 1 6. So this gives you good information. But the 9, he hit 17 9s in 57 rolls. So there was a lot of money made on that 9. And as a matter of fact, Tim was the shooter. He started out with a $10 bet, collecting every other one, and he had it pressed up to the max, and this game was $3,000 from $10 bet. So he made a lot of money. We all made a lot of money in those rolls that day. So that's how you can keep track of your rolls. It's a lot of fun, and then if you want to, you can write the results down at the end. So try it, see how you like it. Let me know how you do. Go ahead and just try it, and then send me an email, and I'll answer your emails. Okay, thank you for your time. We'll see you in the next video.